What's up, everyone? Today, I'm gonna see if I can get you to agree to stop doing this. This is a Coast Redwood, and it's in a roughly 3.5 inch round pot. I put it in here a year or two ago, and it has had nothing but health problems in that entire time. This is a Kishu rock planting that I put together in early 2019. That's almost 4 years ago. It is growing very slowly, although it's starting to look kind of fun and interesting. There hasn't been much going on for a while. Bonsai is made through a repetitive process of pruning and cutting back and wiring. And in order to do that, each time you do that, you need to have growth from your tree. So in 2 years on this redwood, I've only had a couple of good spurts of growth, the last one of which was after I nestled the bottom of it into a larger container. In the same amount of time, this tree, which is in a pot that's a lot larger, and it's a larger tree, but with a lot of extra room for the roots to grow, this tree has had probably 10 or 12 spurts of growth in the same amount of time that this has really had 2 or 3. So in the same period of time, I've gotten a lot farther with this medium-sized redwood than I have with this tiny one. And around the same time that I planted these 2 juniper cuttings on the rock, I planted a juniper cutting in this 3-inch container, and it has grown now something like 2.5 or 3 feet. Now, this wasn't confined to this 3-inch container entirely because I had it nestled into a flat with some others, and there's a nice escape route going here. So it's more equivalent to something that was growing in a gallon container, or maybe even a little bit larger size than that. So the point is that you can't make a really good bonsai if your tree is not growing vigorously. And putting trees that are still in development into tiny containers like this is really slowing down your development. It's making it harder for you to have a finished bonsai, or to have a finished bonsai that has a good structure, good branch age, and good branching pattern that you've developed through repetitive cutback and training. A while ago, I did a video on defining the phases of what I consider to be bonsai development. So you have early development, middle development, late development, and maturity. Middle development is where we're trying to create branching, but we already have a trunk. Now, this doesn't really have a trunk, but the rock functions as a trunk. This is a mature tree. It's a tree that I grew in a large container. In fact, I think it was about an 18-inch wide by 12-inch by 12-inch box for a number of years. The tree was probably at some point 2 feet high by 2 feet wide, and that's what has created all the wood here. It is in this tiny container because I actually don't want it to grow very quickly. That is the point of potting things down. But in so many of our trees, there's a lot of development that we could be doing, and that development is going to happen faster if we use larger pots. So how much extra space do you need? Well, you just saw me take these 2 trees that are basically in middle development and pot them up just about an inch larger. Now, in effect, even though it's just 1 inch, this pot is actually more than twice the size of this pot from a volume perspective. And the same thing is true here. If I wanted really strong growth on these guys, I could put them in an even larger container. The juniper here could start creating nice whips, and I could then create sacrifice branches on it to get a larger trunk, or to get gin sticking out from here after growing out the branches, wiring them, and then killing them. But for now, I just want a little bit stronger growth. I also mentioned escape rooting a couple of times and showed you guys this plant that is nestled in a flat with all of these other plants. This scenario helps these trees grow a lot faster, but it's actually not ideal. These are in early development because I want the trunks to get bigger, so I'm letting all of these branches grow. I'm wiring them, and I'm creating larger trees from this stock. I'm not done growing the trunk. The problem is that when I break these apart, I mess with the roots a little bit too much. And so ideally, I would actually be growing these in individual gallon, 2-gallon, 3-gallon, or 5-gallon containers. Those would create faster growth than this scenario, and I wouldn't have to mess with the roots before I was ready to start potting the tree down into a smaller container again. Now, if you're asking, well, then why am I using this? It's really just a space thing. So if you have lots of trees that you're developing, then you might run into space considerations and have to have some sort of compromise in terms of the way that you grow them. Even this tree is still in early development, and even though I've wired a lot of these branches, thinned this out and cut it back, I actually still want the trunk to get bigger. So rather than potting this down at this point, I am actually going to be potting this up. It's in a big container, but it will grow faster if I put it in a bigger container and one that has a little bit more water retention than these pond baskets. That's a species specific thing for junipers versus pines. If this were a pine, I would keep it in this mesh wall container. Now, just in case you think this doesn't apply to deciduous trees because I've used conifers as examples up to this point, let me assure you that it does. Selecting the right size pot for what you're trying to accomplish is important. And even though in some deciduous trees, what I have here is a Japanese maple, Acer palmatum, in some trees, the internode length becomes a problem. And so you might think to yourself, well, I don't want to use too large of a container because then I'm going to get coarse internodes on my tree. That can be true, but you can compensate for the extra vigor by using things like an escape branch or just by pinching and cutting back certain areas. So in the case of this tree, I really wanted to improve the Nabari display, so I put it into this Anderson flat and let it grow out for the year. But I kept most of the small branches that are visible here under control by pinching and or cutting them back on a regular basis, meanwhile allowing one large branch to escape out the top that will help thicken this trunk as well as drive the Nabari development. Once the tree reaches the thickness that I want and has the basic structure in place, I'll go ahead and pot this back down into a smaller container. So when I said this at the beginning of this video, what I'm really talking about is a couple of different things. First, in its most simple form, it's the idea, particularly that beginners have, myself included, 20 years ago, that you want to put something in a bonsai pot as soon as possible. An oversized bonsai pot might work, but the bonsai pot that you would use to put that tree into a show when it is eventually show worthy is going to be too small to actually achieve the development results that you need in order to get it to that show. Using the right size container in different stages of development of these trees is going to give us a faster and better result than trying to keep them in tiny little containers because it maybe improves the aesthetic a little bit of our garden. With early development, we're looking for an increasing size in containers from a small cutting, say of a juniper. As it gets bigger, we want to pot it up into larger and larger containers to continue that strong growth. The same thing is true if you're redeveloping material like the maple that I had. The Nabari was no good, so doing something like essentially a ground layer and then allowing large escape branches is returning us to that early development phase, and we're going to go back and redevelop the entire plant using large containers and then stepping it back down to smaller containers as it gets closer to finished condition. But even show trees can be taken out of show containers and put into slightly larger containers to make the horticulture a little bit easier. That wraps up this video. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.